Pisces, hi. So this is going to be a reading for March 30th through April 5th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there's an extended at the end of the video. You can check it out in the description box below if you want. So let's take a look, Pisces. Wow, I hope this doesn't turn into a soap opera like it did for the other water signs. So, the overall energy for the reading is the Ten of Cups, happiness. You're bringing it in. There's a lot of that at first sight here. Hopefully it stays that way. So, in your recent past, you get the High Priestess, the King of Swords, and the Lovers. There was just this inner knowing that this connection is something else, you know, that there's a deep soul connection here between you and somebody else. And you looked very determined. You looked like, okay, well, I'm feeling this. I'm going to go get it. It's like whenever you listen to your intuition was telling you this is it. You know? In your current situation, you get the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. You're manifesting this brand new beginning between the two of you. Something that looks very beautiful, very loving. There's a lot of inner thinking. There's a lot of... You can't stop thinking about it, pretty much. You or them. In your immediate future, you get the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. One of you may be younger here. This could be you that's younger, but whatever the case, this does look like a very powerful connection here. I'm not necessarily getting the age thing too strong. I'm just getting that one of you may be more experienced when it comes to emotions, when it comes to life experience even, you know. They may have gone through many more things than you have, which doesn't make, oh, you suck if you haven't. No, it's just life has been a pretty, they had a rough life, rougher than yours possibly, it's looking like here, you know, that taught them a lot of things. Let's see, let's clarify. Let me clarify the Ten of Cups. You get the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. Very nice. It's looking like somebody is understanding that they need to be really balanced, really okay within themselves, really fulfilled within themselves for this to work out, for them to even think about that they deserve something as huge as this happiness that they're requesting, right? Because sometimes we're like, oh, I don't deserve this, it's too much. Why wouldn't we deserve happiness, right? You're there when you're like, you know what, I've worked a lot on myself, I feel good, I feel independent. Being with this person doesn't take away from my independence, which actually that's possibly the best kind of connection that could be, you know, where you feel that the other person isn't tying you down. Stay there, do not move, you know? You're in that place, and I feel like the both of you are, which makes this really, really nice. Let's see. Let me clarify the High Priestess in your recent past. The Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Page of Swords. There was a little bit of resistance Possibly on this person's part, possibly they did look at you. If there was an age gap, this person might have put it on that, kind of like, no, they're too young for me. You know, no, too young, or too, you know, they didn't have enough experience in their life. No, you know, that could have been their reasoning for rejecting this. But I don't feel that this person completely rejected the idea. They may have brought it up a few times, that aspect, that they don't like something in particular. But that was just them being scared of this, pretty much, because their intuition was telling them, so what if they're younger, or so what if this is happening or that is happening with them, right? Let me clarify the Lovers. The Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. I feel like this person was maybe trying to control things. So it's looking like this person wanted for things to be more on the spectrum of how they wanted things to be. What their normal was, or what their balance was to the situation. When two people meet in the middle to share something, to have that balance, to have that equal give and take, it's not really supposed to be controlled more on one side than the other. It's supposed to be in the middle, right? So this person it's looking like they had a little bit of a controlling kind of aspect when it came to, I want for things to be like this, you know, and that brought in a lot of pain in the situation. Because you may not have agreed, or you may have done it just to please them, and that may have brought in some aspects within yourself, like, what, am I a people pleaser? What am I? Why can't I be who I am, you know? Very interesting. That could have been you, by the way. You would know. Let me clarify the Hermit in the current situation. You get the Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Queen of Wands. You both want for this to work out. You both want for this connection to work out. The problem right now is that neither of you are telling that to each other. You're keeping it to yourselves. You're both hoping in silence for things to work out because you feel so attracted to each other at this point. It's looking like there's a whole lot of attraction here. Let me clarify the Magician in your current situation. The Hangman, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so, guys, let me tell you a little something here and what the problem is and why this isn't working out. You two, the both of you, are guilty of this. You're thinking about this in a very logical way. This connection is not supposed to be lived out like this and thought of like this. This is something that belongs to the heart section, and you're both placing it into the head section. And that's creating a lot of pain, a lot of stagnation, a lot of, but I want things like this. Oh, but I want them like this. No, it's going to be like me. No, it's going to be, screw that. It's not going to work out with this kind of connection that you've got going on. It's like all of these swords and everything are burying the important aspects of this connection, which is intuition, very strong soul connection, love, spiritual learning from this, manifestation. Those are all intuition based or heart based. They're covered by swords, covered by what the hell, you know? Let's go back to the swords. Let's clarify the Page of Swords here in your immediate future. Yeah, somebody's being stubborn. You're being stubborn. You're like, yeah, but no, I'm going to do it my way. Okay, do it your way. And I'm going to work on this partnership. But this could be just you hanging on to this energy of wanting to continue through this. And I'm not saying, yeah, do or don't. I'm just saying move through it more through your heart than through your head, you know? Open up more emotionally to this. Let me clarify the Six of Cups. Yeah, you two are possibly gonna have some sort of let's make up. And it's probably gonna happen one night, like bam bam. But things are gonna change after that, you know? There's gonna be a lot of passion, a lot of sharing of how you feel, what you want. One of those nights, you know, where it's not just about sex, it's about let's talk about everything. And it's looking like it's gonna happen, and that's gonna change things. That's gonna change the dynamic here, which I'm hoping it's gonna change it into a more heart-based kind of a connection. Because you do have love there underneath, you do have intuition, you do have very powerful connection. You're just not taking it as that, because you're dragging it into the mundane, into the let's do it because we have to kind of situation. It's not that. It's more meaningful than that. So for the Queen of Swords, you get the Seven of Swords, the Tower, and the Judgment card. Yeah, you two are gonna look at it as more, as something more profound, more something that you two need to learn from a lot, this connection, right? Somebody is, and I feel like it's the both of you, kind of stepping away from being in your head about things, and just something's gonna happen where you're gonna have a realization that this is more than what it seems, this connection, you know? It's more meaningful, it's not just one of those, you know, let's get together, let's get married because we have to, let's have kids because we have to. It's more powerful than that. And somebody's gonna come to that realization. And again, I feel like it's the both of you. Because you both know that already when you go within, but you don't really go within much. That's the problem. Let's pull up some cards from the universe. Yeah. Why? So when you're trying to look at things in a different kind of perspective, under a different, like, to feel things more, you feel like you're getting stuck. You feel like, yeah, but I don't know how to do that. How would I do that? Where do I begin? What do I do? Blah, blah, blah. And that creates a lot of thoughts that are unnecessary. You just open up, you know, and it's not gonna happen like this where you say, oh, let me open up my heart, bam. No, it's not gonna happen like that. But at the same time, you wondering, how am I gonna do it? And just start somewhere. There's a whole lot of meditations, there's a whole lot of things that you can start with to do that, both of you. And somebody's going to be like, it's too hard, I'm going to walk away. And instead, I would just rather be in this kind of energy where I don't know what to do, you know? So yeah, the issue here, there is no actual issue here. I don't see a huge problem. The only issue that I'm seeing is that neither of you are recognizing that there's a whole lot more to this connection than what you're showing to the world. You know, you're keeping it underneath the spiritual connection that's here. You're keeping it buried with mundane kind of a connection, which, you know, if it works for you, it works for you. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.